information. The air curdled. Panic sluiced through me. That was Jason's swim team. Blindsided by a queasy swell of dread, I hit the brakes. The jolt lurched me forwards into the steering wheel, but it wasn't the bump to my head I was worried about so much as the emotional impact. Where was my psychological airbag? The remains of a swimming cap, a flipper, and a scrap of torn, blood-stained wetsuit were found near the island. Could it be Jason? I pictured him before his swims, windmilling his arms to get his circulation going, chiaking the other guys, cursing his slight hangover, betting his mates a bacon and egg roll that he'd still make it back first. As I clutched the wheel, my dazed eyes focused on a squall of dry leaves on the nature strip, fluttering like tiny, frantic birds. On automatic pilot, I turned the car around and headed back towards the beach. My phone rang, pinging plaintively from the depths of my handbag in the back seat. It kept time with the drum solo my heart was beating out against my bra. Swerving off the main road towards the southern point of the peninsula, I clocked the heavy swell rolling languidly towards the shore without a care in the world, and drove towards a convoy of police, ambulance, and rescue vehicles at the end of the thin prong of land between the bay and the sea. Lurching to a halt again, I scrambled out of the car, leaving its door flapping. I saw men, 10 or so, huddled, draped in towels, 1 or 2 in those emergency silver foil blankets, talking to a police officer who stooped, head bent over his notebook. My eyes raked the crowd for Jason, searching for his loose-hipped, supple gait. Surely I'd see his head rising above the pack, flashing that smile that lit up my world. Gwendolyn. It was Harry, Jason's friend, a doctor and part of the swim team. He broke away from the sombre huddle and strode towards me. I've been trying to get hold of you. He was using his caring voice, the one woven from gauze and cotton wool and savlon, with sorrowful cadences and a puppy-eyed frown. I felt a squirm of nausea in my throat. I felt sure he only used that voice when he was about to make some devastating diagnosis. My eyes ransacked the crowd once more. The fact that I couldn't see my husband wouldn't sink in. It just floated on the surface of a mind still buoyant with hope. Jason? Harry, where's Jace? I called. Why couldn't I see him? It was ridiculous. Any minute now I'd spot his twinkly eyes and playful mouth, a mischievous laugh bursting like a tiny explosive before he scooped me up into those strong swimmer's arms. Harry seemed unable to answer me, but he was pointing at something. Behind a stretch of blue and white police tape lay a towel, and on the towel was a ripped swimming cap, the same colour as Jason's, and a flipper with the letter J painted onto it in my pink nail polish. When I saw that, my heart plunged into an abyss. Next to the flipper was a bit of torn, bloodied wetsuit. Jason is missing, Harry said. It doesn't look good, Gwen. My psyche was instantly incinerated by the hot flash of a nuclear blast. I became a shell of the woman I'd been just moments earlier. Heartbreak minutes are a lot longer than normal minutes. They stretch on for miles, an infinity of awfulness. I drew in a breath, but the air didn't reach my lungs. I must have swooned because strangers were now mosquitoing around me, offering tea, blankets, a camp chair, mouthing at me like earnest goldfish. Police were telling me things. A search and recovery operation was underway. Divers, helicopters, drones and rescue boats were combing the bay, with no trace so far. A great white shark had been spotted heading for the open ocean, and Surf Lifesaving had closed all beaches in the vicinity. I ducked under the tape and snatched up Jason's flipper, but an officer immediately wrested it from my trembling hands. So then I just stood there, stupefied by the power of death. The earth seemed to be having doubts about revolving. The thin chill of the sea breeze cut through my silk dress. My cardigan was in my bag on the back seat. I looked back at my car, at my former self who had been happily driving to school 1,000,000 years ago.